Damn, that's hot. Tell by the shirt, Title Town. Obviously, I'm going to be wearing this shirt for all the videos I do, but hey, I'm going to start off with the team represented on this shirt, the Green Bay Packers. They were home today against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This isn't going to be much about the Packers to start. I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So right out of the gate, first drive, I say this in every video, I live in Pennsylvania for some reason. They had the finish to the Titans-Jets game on CBS when I was just trying to watch the Packers-Steelers. So I had to sit through that whole overtime, so I missed the opening drive where Big Ben absolutely just turns back the hands of time, goes downfield, slings it for 4 passes. I think he was 4-4 for like 60 yards, touchdown to Deontay Johnson. And I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, Big Ben's back, we might be in trouble here. Didn't really last long because, Packers go down and they match, and after that, Big Ben looked like the new Big Ben. And it's weird. I said it in last week's video when I said Big Ben's done. He's obviously not as physically gifted anymore, right? He was never like the fastest guy, but he was pretty good, pretty light on his feet. Like he's not light on his feet. He can't evade anything anymore. Like he's just a sitting duck back there. The arm strength, when he still has time to step up and throw, like he still has decent arm strength. It's not great, not what it once was, but it's still decent. It's not like Drew Brees last year. Drew Brees couldn't throw 30 yards. Big Ben still can. Actually, Big Ben's issues a lot of the time today was he had guys, right? He had guys open, especially when the Packers lost Savage and they lost Jair Alexander. So, Kevin King had to be on the field. So they had guys open. And when Big Ben had guys open today, and I saw it last week as well, he was throwing fastballs, right? Like he was missing, but it was because he wasn't putting any touch on it. He was just trying to throw fastballs in there with no arc, and they're just going over guys' heads. And that was something that Big Ben used to be very, very good at, like throwing that, layering the ball. No, and now it's almost like he's afraid to miss, or maybe the outside noise about it that he can't throw and he's lost it. Maybe that's getting in, but he never used to do this. Like I feel like Big Ben never used to not be able to put the right trajectory on footballs, and that's what I've seen a lot over the last 2 weeks out of him. Also, last week in a big play that stuck out to me, and they actually showed it last week when they were playing the Bengals, the Steelers, on like a 4th and 10. Big Ben gets the snap, no pressure, and like swings it out to Najee Harris. This was like game on the line, trying to keep the game going, and he did the same thing today. Like it was a 4th down later in the game or a 3rd down, and like he just gets it without any pressure, and just on 3rd and long or 4th and long turns it and like dumps it to Najee Harris. Now, don't get me wrong, Najee Harris is great. Like, he makes people miss. He gets the ball 5 yards behind the line, makes a couple guys miss, but he's not going to get you 10 most of the time. He'll turn what looks like it's going to be a 2-yard loss into like a 3-yard gain. Like, Najee Harris is going to be very, very good. Maybe not with the Steelers, because I feel like, again, running backs, they don't have a lot of time. They don't have a lot of, their careers aren't long. So the Steelers are going to enter a rebuilding mode. They're going to need to look for a new quarterback. And I don't really know if Najee is going to do, like, their line's not great. I don't know if Najee is going to really reach his full potential, this year, next year, whatever. But he does have a bright future if he could get on the right time or the right team, or the Steelers can bring in a quarterback, next year, or maybe they trot out Dwayne Haskins and maybe he proves some people wrong. I don't know. It's not Mason Rudolph. He stinks. But I like Najee Harris. I really do. And Deontay Johnson, wherever they found him from, he's really good too. And the Steelers have always been good at finding these receivers that aren't on anyone else's radar and making them stars. And Deontay Johnson, I feel like, is the latest one. Packers fan. Aaron Rodgers, look good. Didn't look great. He completed actually less than 60% of his passes, which is unnatural for him. Usually, not typical of him. He missed a couple throws. Randall Cobb had a really good game, found the end zone twice, so good to have him back. Aaron Rodgers also ran for one. Aaron Jones, man, they split him out and got him involved, or at least, they usually do split him out a couple times, but actually ran routes for him, split him way out wide. Aaron Rodgers was looking for him. Actually, at one point, Aaron Rodgers threw like a back shoulder fade to him in the end zone, which is wild. But again, when you only have one receiver who you're really confident in and your next best receiver, well, now it's Randall Cobb, but after that, it's Aaron Jones. I can understand why you're throwing back shoulder fades to him. But what I was impressed with the Packers, and again, the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line isn't great, but they were getting to Najee Harris in the backfield. Like, they were really busting through the line. Their linebackers played decent. Stokes, first round pick. I'm excited about him. He did have his first career interception to seal the deal, seal the game, and actually win my bet, because I bet the Packers -4.5. I thought the Steelers were going to drive down there and get a cheap touchdown and sink my perfect 4 o'clock slate. But J.J. Stokes, my guy, picked the ball off. And again, the initial, I haven't seen any reports. Jair Alexander, he made a tackle on Najee Harris, just went full force at him. I love Jair Alexander because he's not afraid to get his nose in there, make tackles, not a big guy, but went shoulder first, like right into his stomach. And Najee Harris is a big fella, and he came up holding his shoulder. So hopefully it was a stinger. Hopefully it's not like a separated shoulder. It was his right shoulder. Hopefully it wasn't a separated shoulder, dislocated shoulder. I haven't heard anything. Haven't looked, actually, so maybe they already announced what it was. I don't know, but hopefully nothing serious, because J.J. Stokes is starting to really turn it on. And if we have him on one side and Jair on the other side, I mean, that's a pretty good cornerback, pretty good secondary with Amos and Savage floating around. Savage also left today's game. Pass rush was decent, not great. Hopefully Zadarius Smith, he had back surgery. Hopefully at some point he can work his way back onto the field. He's on the IR now. Again, still waiting for Rashawn Gary to step up. Kenny Clark had a couple big plays today. Packers fan, can't be mad. Steelers fan, I don't know what to tell you. Deontay Johnson's good. Najee Harris is a stud, but you need a new quarterback. See ya.